Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now August 15th of 2020, and ever since the very end of the Skywalker saga, a lot of fans around the world have been very curious and skeptical about the future of the Star Wars franchise by both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek, George, John, and Dave, and whether or not they can really deliver the great experience that they are promising to deliver in the next couple of years and beyond. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one big thing about Bob Chapek is that we do know that what he is trying to do is that he is trying to create his own legacy. He is trying to develop his own image of Star Wars among the many Star Wars fans around the world, to really show them and set an example for them that Star Wars can be successful as long as they put their minds to it. You know, I think that The Mandalorian served as a great example of that, and apart from that, we also got the Kenobi TV series in active development that really is going to be the real Hail Mary for Disney to really prove that they really are going to do great things moving forward. Now, when we look at everything related to, Bob Iger and Chapek, we do know that Iger is not going to be around for that much longer. In fact, he is going to be leaving Star Wars as early as this November to focus more so on the MCU temporarily before he leaves Disney completely next year in 2021. So the thing about all of this, a lot of changes are being made behind the scenes over at Lucasfilm by Bob Chapek to really ensure that the Star Wars franchise can thrive and just survive and become successful, if not as successful as the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's their main goal. However, what's really interesting is the fact that with both Bob Iger and Bob Chapek now fully focused on their new Star Wars universe, they are also developing their new trilogy of movies in order to deliver a brand new mythology to Star Wars fans around the world. Now, it's explained that currently George, John, and Dave are very busy developing over 10 years worth of Star Wars TV series for Disney Plus and more. However, it's noted that behind the scenes, recently Disney CEO Bob Chapek canceled a major Star Wars project that was initially created by Lucasfilms' Kathleen Kennedy, where Chapek was able to cancel a major Star Wars film that was going to serve as a spin-off film to Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy. Now, this spin-off film was going to focus on the origin of the new power called the Vitality that would replace the Force in his movies, and that Kennedy approved the spin-off film of his trilogy to be handled by another director and writer apart from Rian Johnson. Now, this spin-off movie was recently canceled by Bob Chapek in order to save the franchise from going downhill further, and that Chapek is still busy canceling many major projects going forward that were greenlit or approved by Kathleen Kennedy not so long ago. Now, the spin-off film was going to focus on a film that would not only involve any Jedi, but would also reset the philosophy of Star Wars entirely for the fans to witness around the world. Chapek saw this as a disastrous project in the works and decided to pull the plug on all of it. So let me just say one thing right here, is that this is yet another prime example that Kathleen Kennedy really rushes into a lot of things that really are not necessary. If you look at the trend here, with The Last Jedi, she chose Rian Johnson and gave him a trilogy even before the movie arrived in theaters. That was the very first sign that Kathleen Kennedy was just trying to rush things before, things were really proven even for that writer, Rian Johnson. At the time, a lot of fans, yes, were excited about The Last Jedi. They were very much hopeful about Rian Johnson, given his work on Looper and other projects that some fans actually thought were pretty okay at the time, and were really focused on how he was going to handle Luke Skywalker. So, obviously, The Last Jedi turned out to be the worst for a lot of fans out there, including myself. And here we have it, Bob Chapek undoing a lot of Kathleen Kennedy's work that was really going to set up this new universe before, her creative power was stripped away. Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson were essentially setting up their own version of their own new Star Wars universe before Chapek was actually creating his own with George, John, and Dave Filoni. So here's the thing, is that this movie was going to focus on the origin of the Vitality. Now, the Vitality was going to be the replacement of the Force. Essentially, Johnson's trilogy was going to focus on a new time period that would take place in the distant future after Episode 9, that would focus on the death of the Force and a brand new galaxy and a brand new power at that called the Vitality. this spin-off movie of his trilogy was not going to be done by Rian Johnson, but by somebody else that would focus on the origin of that power and exactly how it came to light. To me, this seems like it would have worked on a regular science fiction movie, but not for a Star Wars film at that. You know, like I've said before in the past, you know, Chaypek really knows what he's doing from what it seems. It seems that he knows what the fans want, and that's exactly what he wants to do now. He wants to deliver. He wants to respect the fans. He wants to respect Star Wars entirely. So like I've said before in the past, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.